Hi, beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Excuse me. Sagittarius, this is a love reading, which I rarely do. If you listen to me before, you know that you rarely find these readings. I just figure when I do all the readings, sort of everything fits or everything goes. So if it's love you're dealing with, then you'll resonate with the love part of what I'm saying. If it's career, health, you figure it out through the reading. But because we have Venus, which is a planet you have never heard of, Venus is not doing anything. But Venus, on the other hand, has already entered into Leo and is actually staying there until October. And that's quite rare because Venus, aka Venus, is usually just staying for about a month in each sign and then it moves on. But now, because it's there for such a long time, it's going to affect the entire collective. And I just really wanted to deep dive into the romantic love. Obviously, it's not just romantic love when this happens. It's about passion and creativity, all about the heart, all about what you're excited about in your life. That's going to probably get really heightened up. I also want to say that I still offer personal readings. So if you want to do a deep dive into your own love life in terms of a personal reading, please contact me, or any other thing that you want to dive into. So we're going to start here, Sagittarius, with a couple of cards that we're just going to go deeper and deeper into those cards, into that energy. And this is for both committed and single. It's from June till October. What do we have for Sagittarius, please? Committed and single. It flipped but didn't come out. That's beautiful. Heart chakra and go with the flow. Heart chakra and go with the flow. So that's laying underneath it all. What do we have for Sagittarius, please? For love. And obviously, just because you're single doesn't necessarily mean that you're looking for a relationship. So this reading is particularly for those who are single and looking and committed. I've been living happily ever after in my singlehood for quite some time now, and I've quite enjoyed myself. So I know what it's like to people assume that you want to be in a relationship. Open up, Sagittarius. Open up seems to be a good thing. What else is Sagittarius, please? And simply love. Remember the easy times. Remember when it was more childlike. Remember when you came from a more playful place and playful perspective on love. Before we all got screwed over. Exactly. We have the tower there. It's actually a rebuild from the tower. Is when you're mending something, coming back from something. So we're starting with this open up. I'm just going to clarify that for a bit. Get all the cards on the table and then really get into it. Why is it open up here? Strength and grace through kindness. Okay. So we have the open up, which is very much, I just feel like this is what you've been doing. It's sort of not asking you to open up. It's like just letting us know that this is what you've been up to. We have the strength card coming out there. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. And I feel like this is what you've been dealing with for quite some time. Really open up, really it's like a little bit of like putting yourself back together. It can be like a phoenix rising. We have the tower there. That's like something has happened that you have mended from, that you have rebuilt yourself from, finding the strength again, finding the inner power again. And it might even be that you have practiced to open up, like to just really open that heart of yours again. If this is a committed relationship, I just feel like there's something that has weighed a little bit on you. Like for Sagittarius committed, it's just a feeling of something. Because we have simply love here, we have rebuild, we have the strength card there with the open up. I just feel like even though you're in a committed relationship, it doesn't necessarily, sometimes it's easier to, and maybe that's why I'm single. Sometimes it's easier to be more open as you're single. And sometimes when you're coming into a relationship, you tend to close down a little bit, or like to be a little bit more guarded because you are actually with the person. So this is actually just really inspiring you, Sagittarius, that if you already are in a relationship, and it doesn't really matter for how long you've been there, if you just really try to focus on really open up yourself to this other person, obviously to yourself, obviously open up to yourself, to your own source, to your own connection, your own alignment. But from there, to just really try to keep an open heart and stand in your strength and stand in your power, and try to receive your person that you're with as much as possible. You might even defend this a little bit, Sagittarius. I'm not saying that you are, but you might actually defend this, saying, I'm open, like I really love my partner, they really love me. That might be the truth. I'm not saying that that's not the truth. I'm just saying there's so much more depth that we can find in this relationship by you just opening up your heart more. Okay? And again, if you're single, this feels like you're on a mending streak. You've been putting yourself back together before even being able to get into, and whether that is like you've been burned in love, or whether that is something else that has happened that's been quite profound in your life, quite big, that is a tower moment. Something quite big has happened that, whatever it comes from, it has made you need time. You needed time to put yourself back together. And now it's asking you both, whether you're committed or single, it's asking you to just really find the playfulness within yourself again. If you're in the committed relationship, to just not take the relationship so serious, or like take yourself so serious in the relationship, but just be more playful in it, be more childlike in it, go like on an adventure, see this more like as a game than till death do us part, you know? I'm not here to tell you how to run your love life. I'm just saying something that will help you in your relationship is if we just really come from a more playful perspective. And if you're single and you're looking for love, Sagittarius, this is asking you, because you're mending, because you're coming back from a place that has been quite tough, you're putting yourself back together and you're just finding that strength again. It feels like, Sagittarius, if you're gonna allow someone into your auric field, if you're just even gonna, invite someone in, you want it to feel really, really right. Like you want it to be like, it has to be worth it, it feels like. If you sort of come from a little bit of a different perspective here, just take on a little bit of a more childlike, curious perspective or angle, it will help you a lot. And it's like, you're not promising anyone anything. You can go for a cup of coffee and then let's see. Have like a more light approach to the whole dating thing, or to the whole meeting someone. I haven't promised anything to anyone. Wrong deck. Okay, thanks. It's good to have guidance with you sometimes. Can we just clarify this simply love, please? Simply love. Yeah. For a Raphael, so we have 4 with open up, we have 6, so 4 is all about the heart, and this is all about the heart. Remember that you had the heart chakra that just showed up. It showed up there, but it didn't want to come out, but it was there. It's like underlying, that's where you come from right now with a 4. And then this 4 of Raphael, and we have 6 on the table, which is love and harmony. So there's so much about your heart. There's so much about building a new foundation. And this card in itself is talking about this mending or healing. And this is about like seeking other possibilities. Looking, like I said, looking at your relationship, whether you're committed or single, looking at a relationship through the eyes of a child. And I understand, like, you don't have to be immature about it, but like just be more playful and come from a different angle will just help a lot. And this is about like really also paying attention to what you feel in any given moment. Like really put your ear to the ground, or like really listen to your intuition about like what it feels like, what feels right to you, what feels off to you, what feels it just feels very important, whether you're in a committed relationship or you're single and you're looking for someone, so you eventually will be with someone, that you are clear with your boundaries. You're not to be serious again, or like it has to be strict or serious, but it's like it's important for you. And I feel like you really have practiced this, to put your foot down and to sort of not lose yourself in the relationship, like lose yourself to the other person, so that you become more of a follower for the other person, but like really speak your mind of what you want. And so just pay attention to your intuition, what feels good to you and what doesn't. Okay? And then we have this rebuild, like you've come back from the dead, you have mended something, and this is for both committed and single. So we're going to clarify this. Come back from the dead was maybe a little bit dramatic, but who knows? Can we clarify the rebuild here, please? It has been a tower moment. So this might even be something, if you're in a committed relationship, something might have blown up in your face, or something, it might be something that has been going on between you guys, or it has been something that's been going on like against you as a couple. Something has had a tower moment, like a moment of tower news, if you will. And you've come back from that slowly but surely. There's a rebuild here. If that's taking a hit financially, taking a hit health-wise, taking a hit romantically, like whatever has been going on there. And if you're single, this is what I feel has happened, that you have mended yourself from. Like this has been your whole journey, coming back from this thing. Let me clarify the rebuild, please. The Chariot. How beautiful is that? And I feel like there's one more. One more for, okay. They want a different deck. I've not used a different deck for any other sign but you. So they want an answer from the angels as well. So the angels should speak here for some reason. Reconsider, okay. So if you start with this Chariot card, this is I can't find the words. This is when we move forward. This is when there's success on a table. Like whatever, if you're in a committed relationship and there's something that has happened there that you've been working through it and you've been coming back from it, and like you took a hit, but you have rebuilt yourself. Now, like we're steering towards success. Now there's a promise of something new taking its place, something new. Maybe something even has something even has shown up as a result of whatever happened that maybe hadn't even happened in the first place had this tower situation not come in, if that makes any sense. I think you weren't on this path had it not been for the tower. Right? So there's something that really, maybe in the moment it was really, really tough, but now that you're out of it and on the other side of it, because it feels like you are on the other side of it, as a couple, you're going through to something much greater. And we have the reconsider here. So it's just asking you, this is for the committed. This is just asking you to just take one more look at things, see if there's another perspective that we can come from. I just really feel that one, like really put your ear to the ground, like really pay attention to your intuition about moving forward. It's not to scare you in any way. It's just really, it wants to have you pay attention to what you're feeling, because that guidance is going to guide you right into a lot of success for you moving forward as a couple. If you're single and you've been like putting yourself back together, just know that first and foremost, there will be a person for you. I just see these stallions there, the unicorns, and I haven't talked about the unicorns in forever. it was a while there that the unicorns really showed up as a soulmate. Whenever the unicorn was there, it turned up as a soulmate. And then eventually that sort of ventured into, or it turned into, it transformed into, I don't know really how to describe it, but it turned out to be the peacock. The peacock just showed up every time there was a soulmate in the essence. And this is the first time that I want to say that those horses, those unicorns, do you see that those are unicorns? Is just talking about you and this other person. One is black and one is white. So it can just be that you're vastly different in some shape or form. Maybe the shape or form is vastly different. It might be that someone is Caucasian and one is dark in their skin. It might be that you have like different religions. It might be that you have like just, different ethnicity, or just very different. It can be age, like an age difference. You can live on different continents. But it's such a beautiful coming together. It's a successful coming together. So if there's been a worry there, Sagittarius, that will you ever meet someone again? Or like, even if you were to meet them, are you even interested? Like, is it even worth it? Yes, it's worth it. And it's going to be, and so the reconsider for you, I think it's almost like, I'm not trying to talk you into a relationship, but you're here and you're listening to this message. So there's something in you that maybe is looking, at least. And so I'm not trying to talk you into anything that you're not ready for. But it's almost asking you to reconsider this love thing after all. Like, maybe it's really beautiful if you're ending up with the person that you're supposed to be with. Okay? That's what I have for you, beautiful Sagittarius, both for committed and single. I hope somewhat resonated with you. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys.